able to watch.
Okay, Billy 2-0 on the pistols at the moment.
Into this position in this match.
And this is nice from Sentinels, especially with a lot of these comps at the moment when you're playing like a Cypher over towards B, which is like a lot of the time what you want to do because this camera is really strong. Normally does mean that teams kind of get free over towards B, so I think trying to do some kind of punish early is good.
Wait on the other side of this map for your attack side team, folks, and they're already headed over to A.
Yeah, so we saw camera over towards here that was spotting over towards A, so they do spot them and it's just full retake. And honestly, this is how Sentinels used to play this comp all the time, but normally it would be like the Cyphers over towards where they're playing retake. Really good timing on this.
Lovely.
He was waiting for that. He knew, of course, there'd be contact taken.
Dude, they're incredible at pistol.
Teammates. Even a tank onto Celsius. 13 HP. Backboba doubling up with John, who has a full kit, but no players to actually use it with.
Shock dart. That's dangerous. Definitely threatening to someone like Celsius. Now, gonna swing out there, taken down. K-Knight is quite low as his Levius. We're in a post plant though, so Sen just have to throw themselves at this, and YZ will wait for them. Relay bolt to pave the way, and then he slides.
Okay, nice handle. Dude, 3-0.
Forget about buying a Val. Can Sen buy a pistol?
Yeah.
It's simple, but I just love what BLG are able to do.
They're very together with their fights. It's been nice.
Space, the walk down and flanking into tiles. And that's the thing that takes that fight. Being caught with the util out. Stun onto Zekin, I believe. That is so well played. So simple, but so well done.
And again, gets Billy off to a hot start here on Sunset. Already saw this against Team Liquid. It went close.
Okay, they're allowed. I mean, they kind of allowed a lot of deaths, really. One's ideal, but
if they keep this up. Already over towards B.
Damn, real fast for Billy. Don't even go for any kind of scouting, just straight commit. Other teams could maybe early stack sites if they see this.
Spike planted.
Want to go off this paranoia. Zekin running in.
Rozier though, ready to receive him. Zekin just cut down before he can really land any sort of damage. And that's just going to push this. He says, oh, well, let's just see what's on the other side of tomorrow. K9 will see John. He'll be low.
Okay, nice. So they only lost one. Can they pick up the extra stinger?
This is continuing
No. Okay, they lost the stinger.
Billy Gaming winning all the positions, but then just having clean anti-ecos. They are not, and they're running at them. But despite that, they're not giving guns away.
When you start to get nervous for your Sentinels, oh, dude, right now.
Whatsoever.
I think right now, man. I'd be feeling it.
Able to consistently buy.
Okay, another slow start for Sentinels. Definitely don't want to let this one fall by the wayside, though. On Icebox, they gave up the bonus, and it really came back to hurt them. Why is he forced off that line, though?
Yeah, they got a lot of util out of that, though. Nice little stun from top mid to be able to help reactively over towards B or A.
And all of a sudden, there's so much pressure on
there's so many people here, though. They're so fine.
What a snap from John!
Man, he got the fourth as well. I thought surely someone else was going to get that fourth before him. Okay, very fast for Billy, and just a nice little setup from there. Camera saw like 2-3 in terms of feet, and then one-way cage, TP out. It's kind of easy for John there. That can go nicely. Oh, headshots is still nice.
Beautifully done. I mean, they are running headlong into Cypher util in market, in fairness. Celsius had paved the way. And that's why he's credited with 4 assists already. So,
good news for Sentinel as well, to everyone surviving money, great.
Realize perhaps
yeah, and after this, they're going to chill and go a lot slower. And the good news of Billy is they did see the classic camera, right? So they know that probably, especially once the smoke goes in, they should probably be trying to default over towards middle and break this.
Maybe
that'll do it.
They want to push up mid, maybe go left. They do now break the tripwire. It was there for the majority.
Yeah, with the smoke over towards middle and this knife hitting, it does create a little bit of pressure towards top mid. Not too much. That's why the Prowler goes out, clears both of the question marks.
He's looking for more.
Camera can hold this again. Don't have to worry about middle anymore.
Zekin have a way of getting out scot-free. He wants to hang around, lingers for one, relay bolt. He wants more, but Rushi's got the other side
Whoa,
covered.
chill.
He's fortunate to get out.
Now, Zekin's playing it a little bit like how he plays over towards A on Split, where he's just taking Jules. Damn, John is just killing everyone through the cage. Vision block.
And Rushia cowering in the smoke. Spike loose and in front of main. He's tucked on the corner now, at least in a position to punish John, so he does. Narrate though will put
nicely
him to bed.
handled. It's a cool round though.
On jump up with that round.
I really like this little re-clear over towards middle. The Prowler's like perfect for the vision block that went missing. Or like the potential timing.
Some beautiful neon play.
It's just a straight double through smoke, right?
On that right side by Ruby, he made the teleport across, but he's able to slide out of the way. Fast lane to
I'm
get
up there.
out.
Don't worry, I'm on the board.
Beautiful. That was smooth.
Yes, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate the 30 months, dude.
John with license to chirp at his teammates, having amassed a massive 8 kill
Thank
total
you for
so
the kind
far.
words
And
as
the
well,
Rolling
Desman.
Thunder build
Thank
up
you
pretty
so much for
quickly.
everything, dude.
Love to see those kills funneled into the initiators.
Okay, Outlaw for one shots. We got the insta recon over towards tree. Doesn't get shot, so they clear so much info with this. They could be tempted to try walk out here.
Reconnaissance, initiator, utility pieces to get really close to B main.
Yeah.
Second 2 shots to free
Yes,
and
of course.
kills.
Bang wants a bit of the action too. Nobody's come knocking. Have you heard the good word of our Lord and Savior, the SEN bundle, he says? Back away, still no action. And this is Billy knocked down to a pretty anemic kind of buy. Grouping up for this foray on A. Their last gambit here for this round number 5. TP onto the box and they cover the smoke, but drops off that instantly. And as expected, the spam does come in his direction.
Sentinels, they already have made the pivot here. Just a nice double face to deny anyone for Billy coming through elbow.
I mean, Bang might have double here. Oh, timing's unlucky.
For that double face, make it a high-low play on the box.
Link was smoked up and Bang, yeah, of course, can play from here as Omen.
Cause 0 bullets hit.
Prowler out here. Rushia was right in the way. Still no plant yet. Knight had to get off of it because of the threat of the C's coming in. And finally, though, they do stick it. Oh, not sorry, Knight got off the last second again. Okay, we have a plant. Second thinking about it, but that's awkward as the curtain drops. Celsius had his 6.
Any kills?
Backing him up as Rushia and Knight caught out in the open. Levy is now at risk of being turned into Swiss cheese. Realizes he may as well wait to this bulldog to see what can be extracted. The answer is absolutely
No
so
kills,
nothing.
no damage.
Falls
Well,
round for Sentinels here, round number 5,
sure.
tied up nicely. And that bank's starting to build.
That's 2 fully flawless round wins now for Sen. That's got their economy out of control. Second getting the key up. Just even there, the silly movement into the fault line so Zelsis can get the freest kills. This is going to demand an early timeout call from Coach Bale of BLG.
So I guess it begs the question, what are we seeing so far from Billy? Well,
it's
mostly they've tried
yeah, it's a nice
to
early
luck at
timeout.
B main and have run headlong into Zekken every single time. Their pistol round strats are really nice. They're elegant. We start to see them lose.
They
their
got a
edge, though,
default market though.
in the rounds that followed. Like you mentioned, White, Sentinels 2 flawless rounds back-to-back means they're pretty inoculated against the volatility
Be
of
a
going up
rough half
against
for
Chinese
Billy.
teams
Yeah,
in the next few
Sentinels have
rounds.
so much money.
Big banks, rolling thunder, overdrive there for Zekken. But Billy might want to create something around his Hunter's Fury and his Null Command. They've got both of their Initiator ultimates at the ready.
Yeah, this round 6 is going to be pivotal for BLG. Investing everything, Initiator ultimates to play with. This is where the game can get out of control for them if Sen are able to take this and they waste their ultimates and put them on bad money. These fast pivots from BLG, or rather the one they attempted was fully shut down by John when they were trying to get into market, just weren't really getting information across the map. They run into that Cypher setup, they're absolutely denied. And as you said, these B main fights have been played well by Sen so far, and yet specifically it is Zekken who is just dominating that area of the map, but he's allowing the aggression come to him.
That was Icebox. It was a bit of a banger, to be honest, mate.
To the way he was playing
It's a good
B main
game.
on Split versus Wolves, where he was playing equally as aggressive, but now he's just absorbing
Whoa.
that. All right, well, that's,
They just had the bullets down there. Going for the classic paper X and just go wreck.
Was it that specific, I wonder? I'm not so sure, but that double stack top mid for Sen is punished. And they've lost their fade util.
Yeah,
so
and
really
they
lack the
lost
mechanism
like
to
a
actually
little
get
bit
this
of this punish
mid-round
over towards
info
middle.
and
Like
to
this
set
from
up their
Sentinels,
reclears.
right? Because we
Now
even said the
flying
Billy
blind,
most
something great,
likely
whereas
probably
Billy,
have to
of
start
course,
defaulting over
have their
towards
service
market,
setting
and
up
then
to
Sentinels had a
clear their way
punish
into
for
elbow
when they want to
let
try go
White
over
in
towards
here.
market. Some kind of like stun, fade eye, send
Cut off.
with the neon.
Rather get the information for that really obnoxious tuck close right angle. So as far as SEN know, Billy could be postured all the way up towards A right now. Second and Zelda.
Cool reaction from them to push over towards middle.
That's really taken off the pressure after things went a little bit awry early, but Levius has gotten deep here. Trapwire cleared camera also out of the picture. He realizes there might be multiple guns waiting for him in Boba, and here comes the Rolling Thunder. Send, watch the sight.
Dude, all he is just a human decoy when he's sending it out like this. Good info in terms of where they are. They know the one's over towards top mid as well, so.
Maybe hoping to get a bit more with that Rolling Thunder if Billy had already gone.
Yeah, Zekin's going to take so much space as well, especially as this plant goes. He knows he can just freely send it.
The man advantage of this round. They certainly should expect that YZ could be postured in spawn right now.
That's unlucky.
In hand.
Slip past YZ, he just wasn't ready for that. Rushia had no advance notice whatsoever. Fast lane thrown up here, paranoia in effect, and YZ's going to wrap around, try and play from alley.
Nice shooter from Sentinels. It sounded pretty good. They're pretty good in this map so far.
Try and defuse. John QT brought to heal, but YZ couldn't do much more. Second says, hey, Gabagool, welcome to Jersey, baby.
Listen up.
Takes another gun out of the game for BLG.
YZ just going for the madman maneuvers at the end. This was a 5v4. This was a free kill from him at the top of the round. Removing that information.
I'll wait till you realize Cypher needs a buff. He has no self-reliance. Mate, come on. Out of all the agents, you pick a Cypher for a buff.
Levius maneuvering through mid late. That was well done from
One of the
SEN.
better
They are
ranked
forced
stats.
into this round. Rifles and
Probably one of the
Guardians.
best agents on this map.
What a kill on the Bang.
Oh, I'm going to be punished. Bang not in position. And here comes that null command now. Sen starting to scramble on the side.
Guy
YZ
melted
will
him.
run them down. Narrate can barely tuck behind boxes, and YZ comes calling.
I mean, what are you meant to do against that? He's insta dinking him.
He's going to go for more. He is not slowing down.
I mean, why not?
At least he waited for a flash. Dude, he's never asking for a flash again. It fully blinded him.
There is watching. Sat behind YZ, giving him a safety net. And of all the players to do this to, Zelsa's here. They're not looking his jovial self right now. SEN still working on that map deficit. So he will try to slink away. No smart words. No
That's a nice reply from Billy, though. They shouldn't even hunt on this. They should be just so happy with the money.
That's the first time we've seen BLG just go for an A slam. Just play with that neon speed. Overdrive is maxed out in terms of value for YZ. They've been going for a lot of mid-round pivots, which just have yet to work for them. So let's take it back to
This
basics.
round, I mean, yeah, it's
And this
the
is like
neon
what
not.
they called that timeout for BLG. Fast hit A site behind the null command, get YZ in a position to succeed. Deny it a stalling util. And obviously turn off any of that sent util. Work it there. Oh man, what is that? Is it a stutter step?
Yeah, he was the slide, but just hits the wall right next to him. It's
God,
very
he
awkward
really
for
melts
them
some of
to
this,
have
though.
to deal with that.
And someone like Narrate can't seize there. Obviously he's suppressed. So all he can do is try and back away and hope to allow
Okay, they
it
go
to
for it
make
again,
playoffs.
straight up A
But
hit.
that was never going to happen.
Let's see.
A lot of pings from Billy over towards the safe side, and it
Yeah,
looks
they
like
got
they're gonna have
Sova
that
if they want to
flash
add it
get
onto this one as well.
elbow. Again, just accelerate, teleport, and the speed from the neon to take this space with some haste.
This time, Sentinels respect it. They got the kind of comp that can make these retakes
Throwing
work
skid's
with
nice, though, because if he feels... Whoa,
Now's the time
whoa,
of the
whoa,
back.
whoa!
Players caught with slappers only.
That was awesome.
With that push down, that was well. BLG, they're going to feel like they need to get into this A site right now, so they accelerate the pace, and they want to flip the site. They want to.
It's still a hard retake. They got Sova ult to deal with as well. Sova over towards elbow. The thing that I like the most from Bang is he knows he's creating the pressure over towards here, so he insta-groups with his team. Make sure they can capitalize off the Omen flash as well.
There he goes.
Oh, just too many players.
Yeah, a lot of them ate that flash, though.
Really needed to overload him player-wise to win that out. Here comes Hunter Skiri, though, from elbow. But Zekin's got near to the site. Knight, he's got to be under some pressure. Napier sat on the other side of the dark cover. Will spam if he needs to, but does he know when the rate is? There's the spray. Gets it to half. That ought to be enough.
Whoa.
Shock dart comes in.
8 HP with that shock.
Late. K-Knight unable.
Ah, this is
to
nice from
reverse the round
Sentinels.
win.
Nice retake. Second did a lot. I loved how Bang handled this, though. Like, his insta regroup with the team was awesome here.
Be a swing it towards spawn from YZ. Hoping there would be maybe a couple players, but there were all 5 of them. So sadly,
Really, just one anti-flash, strong.
Ready to dodge that, play a bit of anti on the flash.
One enemy remaining.
But there it's just overwhelming. Just unable to get into that side for free, able to pressure the spike, no one from BLG playing any entrenched positions aside from Rushu, who's caught. BLG, they do have the cash though to keep on buying, they get the spike down, keep it rolling, more attempts.
Okay, same knife they've been going for. Overtook.
Stance over towards A and it teases Bang out right
On
into
void.
the line of fire.
Dink as well. Frustrating for him.
Goes back.
Now right here doesn't want to overextend.
Yeah,
just
especially with Fade.
why here at
Fade
late
on.
can be played off of it, those
Well, they might
reinforcements
descend
get
it for
there,
him
but this is
here.
a perfect use case for this new
Ah, these two are
offense.
too close. Right?
Gets the information as far as Nere being the lone man on site at the
Whoa.
moment. Why is that connect the relay bolt?
Again, still has Fade on.
Out the way.
Does he know John's there as well? It's actually
Oh.
2%. Oh, that is dirty. Zelsus though on the side.
Zelsus is an
Large
absolute
and in
lunatic.
charge. Deals with the neon. John went down, but Nare's still alive. They're over towards
Wait, what are the comms like on that?
Early in the round at 10 health, they're still able to cause some problems, making waves, and it's on the Vibes Merchant himself. Zelsus knows 3 players are looking for him. Levius will be the one credited with the elim. Tight game after 9 rounds. SEN
I
with a
wouldn't be
slim
surprised with a stun timeout after this one. I don't know. That was a little bit of a sloppy round from them.
Continuing to always push. That was a great molly thrown by Neff that YZ capitalizes off of, pushing into the spawn there. To force
The KO molly was incredible, yeah, for spawn.
But then look at this here, Rusha pushing up into that A-link. They have a flank coming from top mid, so even if he goes down, given his low HP, should be an instant trade. It's proactivity.
They got a lot of success over towards A at the
That
moment.
keeps the money train for BLG going.
A lot of success.
Costly round for them, but they're still able to keep this money pressure on. Now, a bit of a variation. Looking towards mid, YZ's already started to slink his way up, and wait a minute. Testing market very early. Relay
Yeah, and they know to click because the knife didn't hit anyone, so they take full space. They just spam on the back of it. Is there a recon on this or drone? Either way, that looked nice.
Zelsus now not quite aware of what's waiting for him on the other side of this dark cover. Has to pick his spot to perfection.
Just the gun barrel. Dude, Billy, clawing this one back.
There's a triple swing. SEN have the players lined up. Neff and K9 fall by the wayside, and Nare's gotten into moment awareness. That's why he's out of the
And
picture.
he's about to get his fade eye
becomes
up.
a bit more uncomfortable. BLG loose footing here on this.
Smoke on spike or no
anti-retake
smoke?
attempt, but gonna try and sneak Rushia around. Does he have the look on Nare? So aware Nare was been, but not ready for that. Bang. Percent on both sides. Tries to break half of the pincer.
It's unlucky. It was a good try on this one.
Oh, that post plant is just so well played from BLG. They are everywhere in the walls. Narrate was
Second can't buy
fortunate to
this.
have that
So what do they
intuitive
do?
internal timing to pick up the one flank that was coming from YZ. But even at that, you have Levius on the cross. Earlier in the round, that great stun.
Billy,
forces
yeah,
Second to
they're
attempt
playing a
to
lot better than
retreat.
how they played against Liquid as well.
Picking up 3, hits another great molly, by the way, that forces John into the open utility, looking excellent for him at the moment. IGL off the team performing. Billy have been able to tie things up. If they win this round here, the final of the half will be a tragic bye for Sentinels.
But this defense side for SEN has descended into a
Okay, one-way
absolute
smoke.
bar
Prowler
fight.
goes out, set the one up. Heavy punish over towards middle. They've been wanting to do this for a little
That was a
bit.
big part of their fast A hit we saw a few rounds ago where YZ had the overdrive as well. They are set up for something that looks reminiscent.
Oh,
This time Bang doesn't want any early action.
yeah, he ate
Wants to
that
teleport
flash.
away.
They've got the info trip over towards A
Having
as
a
well,
tough
so him
time
holding this, they
with
still
those
kind of
early
know.
Fights that Billy have been happy to take double face down mid. K-Knight caught completely unaware.
But Billy knew about the double face. YZ spammed that area in a previous round and got a kill. SEN still trusting in that setup with their 2 initiators at the top of the map. Drop the spike.
Smoke thrown over towards elbow. That's from Bang. So YZ
Keep an eye on the duel at
more
middle.
comfortable pressing up.
Yeah, you see the pings coming down as well. They're ready for this guy here.
Wants to swing. Doesn't actually catch anyone. SEN are happy to just play off-site right now.
This insert for Zelsus in mid. I'm pretty sure he hears Levius there and he even sees him. Doesn't want to commit. Here's that null command now to supplement this hit to the A side. With Spike already down. Levius just doubles back and
Dude, imagine Billy win this one.
I love this in all command. I mean, SEN, they're obviously going to play this for full retake with the man advantage that they had, but it's just going to give so much delay. It's going to reduce the clock by such a significant extent. Here comes the util. Now the retake can come in.
Decken gets into the side immediately.
Holy, it's team flash, but
fight him up close, but Wisey looking for the neon. Gets out on the side. It's
no way, Zekken's winning that.
Now BLG down to just Levius. And he can't see this tap on the spike. Flash there.
Damn, really nice util from John as well. Good flash from him. Dude, how's Zekken managed to do that? I don't know how he gets that second one with the stinger here.
That retake util with Zekken getting in there.
They had to move with some serious quickness at the end there. All of the utility had to be picture perfect. And they needed to swing together fast. They were able to do all of that with the clock reduced so significantly.
That kill is massive. Overdrive also earned now for Zekken. John has been delightful this game. 12 and 7 for the breach. He's got his rolling thunder again.
It was such an important round for Sentinels to pick up. Their economy would have been in a
okay, back to the fast A.
Final one.
Early action today. This time, Bang's been a little bit more careful about those early peaks. Does get some info.
Keep an eye on B, by the way, it's a 1v1.
Top mid this round for SEN because John is helping it A early.
It's unlucky timing.
On a rare round where Zekken gets incredibly active in B main. He was playing that much more passively earlier.
Bang solo over towards side though, but like normally I would hate this, but with how they've been playing A, I kind of really like this. Because he's been playing here the whole time. Terminal gets cancelled, still got a strong pre-show if they go site.
John is biding his time. He's got just the answer for this. And here's Billy.
Oh, they tunnel vision.
Touching down. Bang got dealt with. Rushia's in a bit of a nasty spot.
Nice shot.
Just clears him out. Wisey slides back into action now. And there's some presence here from Ali. John's going to get pressured. Flash himself on the angle. Wisey tries to turn it. No swing just yet. Take two, tries it again.
Really nicely handled from Sentinels. It's two nice rounds from them back to back. Billy with 5 bits, still not too bad, especially if they carry on winning all these pistols. They should be a little bit guarded, like they should have had better half here, but it's still like, still doable. It was a nice half from Sentinels, really. There's a couple of like plays over towards market that maybe need to clean up. John? Yeah, John had a really nice half.
By Tats. So when Verizon announced that everyone gets a free phone on any plan, pain-free, count me in. Try and beat it. I'll give you a
Hydrate?
sec.
Sorry, dude. I missed that. Hold on, let me mute first. SEN will win one pistol at one point. Yeah, you would hope so. This map, yeah, I like Sunset now. Sunset's in a really good spot now. Ever since they changed B, it's pretty good. And I think this is probably the map where the no pings made the most difference as well. A-side, I don't mind A-side that much, because I don't mind. I just don't mind the map that much, really. Like 3 points where you have to fight that are worth like 2 chokes. It's good. Which team got the fine for shooting body first? I don't think any team's ever had a fine for actually shooting bodies. Not that I know about.
Of course, heading back now into the second half of Sunset. It's a 7-5 scoreline. Sentinels keep it tight. They don't win that first pistol.
There was a time like a couple of years ago where people got told off, right? Didn't opt to get told off, but that was about it.
John QT giving us a nice little 77.6, and it's no surprise.
It's just like, dude, no one's gonna stop doing it.
Had some
It's fun to send it.
That 4K on, I believe it was the anti-bonus, was sick.
Hello, Teats, mate. How are we doing?
Obviously, as a breach too, you're making consistent utility investments, etc. So he was certainly making the most
Map
of
3,
everything
Lotus.
that he had. We even saw in that last round. the way he was able to shut down those last two players with the flashes he had, the fault line as well, Zekin swinging off that. Lovely stuff.
Sadak said on stream he got a warning for it. Yeah, I think that's all that happened, that people got a warning for it. And then I think they stopped caring about it, maybe.
Here on attack with his calling, with his individual play, or will Billy be able to make playoffs at an
Why is he still playing like a madman? Yeah, but this time his team's like with him. Majority of the time, so it's making a little bit more sense. I will say that it's normally defense where he makes the most mistakes though, so let's wait. We got a raid boss, so they're trying something different. Might as well if it's 0-3. Raid boss with the frenzy, bring the frenzy back. 2 more bullets. Been buffed. Recon goes over towards A, they can set one up and they can have a heavy rotate over towards this, and they kind of know that as soon as they see that recon, so they at least realize before they do whatever they want to do, they got to push back A. Make sure he goes around this corner, so there's got to be 2 passing told here. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure he's not holding the angles, that's it confirmed. And then question mark, you're now going to have 2 strong over towards her instead of the initial 1. And it caused them to rotate and push through B. Curry, thanks so much for the 19 months. Thank you. Okay, original plan for Sentinels kind of got revealed, so now they're going to come up with someone else.
Just under a minute now on the clock.
Oh, K9 saw something there. Late re-explore, switches to the Ghost, gets some good damage.
Ooh, wait, what though? Looked like it was going to...
Wait, the shock dart.
Oh my goodness.
Down to 13.
That's a heat seeker.
Dangerous now. Billy, you're not going to let Sen mill around mid. They're going to dig them out if they just linger. And they have.
That entire time, Celsius was getting space over towards a fault line. He wants to swing off. There's so many players to face,
and he's out of there.
Even things up, not without
another one.
Of damage. Shock dart could be lethal this time. No. Goes wide.
Hey, look at the HPs from Sentinel. Someone will have to go huge from Bang and John.
It's still in the game. There's a little paranoia there. Flash util also disrupting BLG.
Ooh, I like it though.
They're going to push the site now. Through the smoke. Bang, tucked in the corner. Everybody comes to him.
Damn, Bang, that was giant round from him. Dude, I kind of like this, by the way. Little Omen flash towards the left, but actually they're like, it's a fake fight, and they're fighting over towards back with the breach flash, so that's cool. Okay, they got a pistol. They're very proactive in this pistol once they got over towards A site.
Beautiful stuff. The right clicks tap down at the end on that. That is lovely from
cathartic for Bang. He's often demonstrated his frustration in this game, head in hands type stuff. A little bit difficult.
3-1, so first pistol for them. We've got the hero Bucky on defense. I've got, I'll be honest, I got a lot of, I love this strat. I think it's heavily underrated.
Double swing potentially set up for BLG. We're going to work.
Trade it.
Could have been worth more.
On the other side is a problem, but BLG have mostly stacked this site.
It's unlucky with the flash there.
He can't defeat the crosshair placement. And he'll take his ult orb as well.
That flash just an inch away from connecting onto Zelsis, but doesn't quite go far enough. It's going to make things very easy to close this out and get a clean anti-eco for Sen, who, as opposed to Billy, they are
Did, thanks so much for the 11 months, mate. Appreciate the prime. Thank you.
On this round too. Zekin has that Phantom already moving
some rough flashes. Yeah, that is true.
Some nice higher tier weaponry.
A couple of care flashes that missed the mark.
Coming up next.
I mean, he gets the ult, so they can kind of snowball with the, or like, they can actually just like group together, try to get a trade, get the ult out, and then you can maybe make a fast call on the bonus.
But they're reminded it's called Sen set for a reason. They've not missed a beat on this map by the looks of things. So we're back away here, secure that crucial 9th round. Get going on the second half.
I am genuinely wondering if that was all a ruse. No, we hate Sunset now. We're banning it first.
I mean, Heretics are also banned, if I'm not mistaken. So a couple of teams that are just leaving that one in the drafts for the time being.
One enemy remaining.
And there were another team who were great on the map, as a side note.
All right, first buy in the half here for Billy.
Okay, only ult going into it, Cypher ult.
Investment against the bonus of Sen. If they win this, they will be running away with this game. It'll look like
Sentinels early pressure over towards A, but they're not actually committing.
And we'd be destined for Lotus. They played very well
So
on yesterday.
they know that they create the question mark over towards this. They in theory should have to. They're going to clear some of these areas, so they got a small window. Yeah, and with the knife that goes in, they know that they're going to set up one.
They even pop out
Then you're probably going to see a stun.
hoping for a timing
Pretty
to
clear.
catch SEN on the wrong foot. But they are playing this much slower. Celsius gets a warning shot there. Nothing that he'd write home about.
That dark cover thrown mid really has Billy thinking that there's going to be a lot of presence shown towards Market. That trip is going
This is
to
nice, though.
further that idea.
Recon cleared
in
it.
their
Dude,
minds.
Billy are doing a good job so far. Just this round, just like clearing all of the pressure instantly.
BLG just to peek
Like,
out, take
pressure
a risk,
close
to
A,
get some information, look to
pressure
punish them as a
garage,
result.
insta reclear. Ooh.
This drone could be dangerous. It's broken.
Damn, bro, they're too good with stingers. Yeah, and that's the kill that we're talking about to make sure they can get this ult used. They know where everyone is. What's the call? Heavy market.
Very important ultimate in a situation like this, and they know A is a short-headed site. They know
Kinda.
YZ is lingering close to top mid, but do they know that he's
30
this
seconds
close?
left.
Of course, he pushes into the
You
smoke.
can't manufacture that. Narrate's able to respond. That's a second
Narrate's done
triple.
so
He's
much.
stinger in
Creates
this
pressure over
round.
towards
His
middle as
bonus
well,
from
so the
SEN
Omen
so
doesn't feel
far
great and
has
can't
been
get the
smooth
fast
sailing.
rotate in because he could have lucked as well. And he's got a kill too. Ooh, he gets none. This is probably the map with this round.
That kill, that's the one that might break the back of
Shout out to
BLG.
Narrate.
This
I mean, the
round,
double
in this
stinger
map,
kill is
even-
everything.
Looks like a fault line connected onto K9 in Link. So send our knowers.
Last player.
Stingers getting nerfed? Nah, I don't think so. Not for a little bit. Still not enough people
Levius.
using it yet.
No, there's just not a good argument for trying to do anything more in this round. So we'll walk away. And the conversion on the bonus round is massive for Sentinels.
They have so much cash that Neri doesn't even
Maybe
care
end of the year.
about trying to recover one of the rifles. He finds it more valuable to see if he can actually kill Levius. And he
will. He will.
That. And gets the rifle on top of it. Not really going to get any better than that for Sentinels. The economy already out of control. This lead feels insurmountable for Billy.
And look how Sen set the map up so they get best use out of these stingers. Look when the rate is playing there. That aftershock forces Rushia out of that box corner.
Last player standing.
Stepping up in that
That looks
round.
horrendous from his
See the
POV.
triple against Nev, gets the re-swing trade onto YZ. He was just hungry to find an advantage to take another fight. Bad buy for Billy.
Judge, stinger.
Judge
That's
Rushia.
pretty
Yeah,
heavily.
they need
Russia is invested
they
down
just
to
need a hero round from someone.
to get this Judge posted up deep in B main. This
Oh.
doesn't want to seize the barrel.
Well,
Rushia there. And that really is pretty painful for the Judge player who does not want to have his cover blown so early. And sorry, Zelsic just blew up his spot.
dude, they're gonna know he's here,
Now
and I think they saw him as well.
Paranoia. He's
Oh,
stuck.
he's
He's
dead.
gone. He's
That was
gone.
nicely handled.
Caught out by the util combo, we're now on the B side. Definitely has a bullseye on it. Prowler out. Of course, seeing that trap wire, Levius caught in a fault line, but inside the smoke, a degree of safety. He can tuck in this little alcove, but he knows the vultures are starting to circle.
So they want to go even further. They're getting into that backside, trying to post up. Second at a deep position. Levius still there, and he is caught.
Little wayward, that one is
That
nice.
was nice,
Then
that was
drops
solid
down.
tracking.
That's a Zekin understands his projectile motion pretty well.
Yeah, get a little double swing off that as well.
So this round, like the alphabet, will end with X, YZ,
Shot.
trying to come out with a couple cute swings, but will be put out by
Okay,
Bang.
last go at it for Billy really in terms of Byrons. It's
Chances
been
are
very
getting
convincing
incredibly
from
slim
Sentinels
here
that
for
they're good in this map.
Billy. This lead from Sen is way too dominant at the moment. They are playing so well on this map, as we thought they would, which is so weird that they banned it yesterday. Maybe we could ask about that later. They really were just
One enemy remaining.
Sandbagging. That's fine.
they're just pretending. Bring it out day 2 to get into playoffs. They're looking so good. Zekin is playing
Why did
so
Zelsus
well.
throw the cage at the beginning? Which cage did he
Aggression
do?
is being
One for middle,
supplemented by some great
I guess.
util coming through from John.
In the press
Which one
conference
did he
yesterday,
do?
Kaplan sort of spoke about the road for Sentinels to get to a potential playoff spot. And he says, we're generally really happy to be matched up against another Chinese team. We feel like there are similarities.
The one to block
between
door
Wolves
is just
and
the one to
Billy
block
Billy,
the,
and we feel like they
the
can
camera
be
from seeing
exploitable in
anything.
the same way. He said, obviously, we would have loved that first seat, but, you know, we know how that all went. He says, happy to take on this team after dealing with Wolves. Feels like it is the path of less resistance. And that's
Did a B main out, probably just to make sure his camera can go down.
Feel like this is a more comfortable run for SEN to playoffs. But after the disaster that occurred in Bangkok, I think many SEN fans, players included, are happy just to secure that playoff berth and have some more time to get set for that phase of play.
But most coaches time out on eco rather than buy rounds. A lot of the coaches like to just give the cool thing about being a coach and timing out on the eco, first of all, is there's so much going on in that eco round that the opposite team might have forgotten some of the stuff in terms of like the most obvious fix that needs to happen, so there's less chances of like the enemy team actually like working out or remembering what their coach said for the fixes of what you're potentially going to do. And also you can just give them an idea on the eco, something that you think might work. And then it's like you're meant to lose the round anyway, so if it's like a high risk kind of eco strat, then it works well for it.
Main, which is going to be forced back. They don't want to deal with this spam. Levius wants to pick up the trip actually to just
full syndicate with the prime. Thank you so much for the 10 months, bro. Thank you.
Off of later.
Hyperx Gen G, yeah, it should be a banger. Honestly, this has been a little bit of a banger. First map was awesome.
Hasn't really come into play yet, however.
Obviously, Sunset was changed so that that trip is not unbreakable.
Pros love Phantom. I mean, it's just a better gun.
Champs last year, so these teams have
as long as you can,
long since adapted to the changes that
as long as you can handle the 140.
Russia is holding a devious angle on main.
Shot.
Oh my
Absolute
God.
shot.
Cover going up. Don't ask me how he saw that. It's going to punish the little tight swing. So no Zekin. SEN have to convert on this 4 versus 5 scenario. 0 point came out in that A direction. Tension really building. They know BLG are on the precipice here. They just need to give them a little push. Nair flashes himself out. Bowline was going to come from anyway. And why is he tries to swing off it? The
That
front
reply
line
is...
caught in Neon.
Yeah, dude, Nef's KO doesn't look very comfy here.
Guardian in half, Arushi has got to stand his ground now. Found the Prowler, and all of a sudden, center
Keep an eye on the time though. Spike goes over towards B. It's close, man. I think they just get it down. Overall goes in as well. 4, 5. Oh man, it's crazy close. It's just. It's just.
Remaining. That is the tightest clearance that you could ask for, and BLG, again it's Levius, just in dismay, has to drag himself onto the site and face the music. The Sentinels, it's like a cacophony of cheers.
I can't believe he knew that timing. He had me sweating.
Yeah, it was close, man.
All good. All good. Center on a run. 5 rounds in a row. First kill converted by that disgusting shot.
Yeah, they hit some nice shots here, though, these two together.
I don't think Neff actually got that flash banked far enough back to connect on the swinging players, or they were just a little bit out of the way, wide enough. A little bit hard to tell, but regardless, it didn't connect onto it.
But I mean, he kind of ran a little bit further as well. He could have got it down low earlier.
Utility.
It's round number 18, and it could be the last.
It's the classic 12-5 on Sunset.
Getting dominated right now.
Don't think
SEN, as we
get a NRG C9 special though.
At the top of their pool. That is going to make them so dangerous. They've replaced Fracture, which they didn't like, with one of their home maps. John opening things up already. Collecting a kill top mid. I think Neff might have just peeked out by that dark cover.
Yeah. Rushia, once again with the Guardian in hand, has always opted for this when the money has been there. We just saw how deadly he is with a single shot. Now, Narrate's selling this, obviously. Not always normal to have your Fade be that lurking aspect, so he's going to rejoin with the rest of the team. Mid is open for them. Market has some architecture that needs to be dismantled. There's the trap wire. That'll be dealt with nicely. Levius not in a position to play off of it.
Oops.
Now SEN. Simmer.
Kind of double down their util here,
Start
but
to come to a boil. Let's swing at his smoke now. See Zekin break the crosshair placement and deal with Levius.
Actually mad that he gets that kill first.
Overwhelming that
Okay, YZ, what you got, man? You could get a lot here.
All-star YZ has to salvage. That's a good start. Rushia down, no big damage done. Noisy eventually
the Neon Ops Wild. Okay, very dominant from Sentinels on this one. Very nice map from them.
Sentinels are far from done.
Jack, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the 29 months. Thank you, the prime. Okay, we've got Lotus coming up next.
Insane on that map. Just as good as we remember they left it for this game to qualify for play.